All right, welcome back. Well, as I mentioned before, Mr. Lee has become the de facto leader or possibly permanent leader. Still a bit confused on that, but he is now Samsung, right? And through that, he had to go through a lot of different difficulties, including, being tried and convicted of bribery during the previous administration, serving jail time, and even having some controversies after. But he was able to get out on parole quite early after just a few months of his 5-year term, I believe. And then soon after that, with the new president who came in, he was given a full pardon, opening up the door for him to lead Samsung in a more legal way, I should say, or at least a more contractual way. And so that's where we are now. Unfortunately, though, with the economy these days, he has inherited kind of a bit of an issue, a bit of a difficult, sticky situation. Everyone is feeling the pinch, including Samsung, and so he will have to go through those weeds and figure out how to lead his company, his father's company, into the lands of successes. Mm-hmm. Or just singular success. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Yeah.
I mean, the issue that stood out to me was an issue we're quite familiar with, where it felt a bit like the rich and powerful can get out of jail early, get an easier, lighter sentence or early release simply by being powerful, wealthy, and well-connected. Do you think that perhaps it's even harder being powerful and wealthy because the police are watching you more closely?
Well, I think with wealth, it's a little bit different. Although with wealth, you can hire very good lawyers. And so you are going to be definitely several steps above the common folk when it comes to legal issues. However, you can't become powerful without connections. And so when those connections are made, you're going to have an easier time with the police, period. However, when you do have a hard time, it means you've probably made someone angry, or you've done something so blatantly wrong that no one of your contacts is going to be there to help you out. And when that happens, you will go down in a burning flame. They will let you go if they know that they're going to get damaged because of you. These are not real friendships. These are partnerships or business relationships. And so when you're going down, they're not going to come down with you. So yeah, I think we can see that quite easily in everyday life. The rich, powerful, or rich and powerful are going to definitely have an easier time with the law than the common folk. 100%.
Yeah. And Samsung is just such a huge part of Korea and the Korean economy. You do wonder, because this particular chaebol plays such a massive role in Korea, in the Korean economy, could they let him stay in jail? Did they need him to return to lead this company?
It's very possible, because when you're reliant on companies and people, basically people, to drive the economy, you can't have the people in jail. You have to have them working. And he's one of the people that have to be working. Do you see any structural problems or maybe even social problems regarding chaebol in Korea?
Not being of a business background, you're getting my uneducated opinion on this, but the problem that seems obvious to me is that it's one massive business with so many different arms, so many moving parts being controlled by just one guy, apparently. So is that a logical way to run the business well? Can one person take on such a multifaceted company? Isn't that too much for one person? But then I assume he has a lot of help, a lot of advisors, a lot of CEOs of the different parts. So it seems like mostly benefits to me, not really problems.
Yeah. I mean, I think when it comes to like social issues, maybe there's people who might think that controlling the chaebol more would be better for the people of Korea. And then I think there's many people who think, no, make them free, make them more free, more released, let them drive the economy because we have nothing else or things like that. I don't know. It's a question not for us to answer.
But yeah, from the small level, looking up, I have had a few students who work for Samsung, and honestly, they've never had a bad word to say about the company. They do work incredibly hard.
Yeah.
But they, the benefits that they enjoy and the opportunities and the support that they get, the ones that I've met seem very satisfied with the company. And so if the company is treating its workers well, keeping them satisfied, it's hard to argue with that.
Let's get on board with this vocabulary, learn it, use it, and we will definitely see you in the next article. Bye.
De facto.
De facto.
Parole.
Parole.
Speak volumes.
Speak volumes.
On board.
On board.
Feel the pinch.
Feel the pinch.